Welcome back to our deep dive into Charleston new home construction.
We're picking up right where we left off, getting you ready to tackle those common new home buyer mistakes.
Last time we covered a lot of ground pre-approval, finding the right builder lot selection inspections, those hidden costs, and of course the builder contract.
So much good stuff, but I feel like I can actually do this now.
That's the goal.
It is. So let's talk about something a bit more fun, upgrades.
Ah, yes, everyone loves to customize.
It's so tempting, but this is also where things can get out of hand budget-wise.
It is. It's easy to go overboard
Yeah.
when you're picturing all the possibility.
Oh yeah, it's like being handed a blank canvas, but every brushstroke has a price tag.
Exactly. That's why it's crucial to prioritize.
Okay, so how do we do that?
Ask yourself what upgrades will truly enhance your life day to day
Okay.
and what will add lasting value to the home.
So maybe splurge on that chef's kitchen I've always dreamed of?
If that's something you'll use every day.
Right. But maybe skip those fancy light fixtures I could easily swap out later.
Exactly.
Yep.
Focus on things that are hard or expensive to change down the line. Flooring, countertops, built-in features.
Got it. Those are the big impact upgrades.
They are.
Now, the blog post also mentioned these things called CC&Rs.
Yes.
What are those and why should I care?
Good question. CC&Rs stand for covenants, conditions, and restrictions. Think of them as the rules of the neighborhood, but legally binding. Can cover everything from landscaping to fencing, even paint colors.
So it's about maintaining a certain aesthetic.
Exactly. Sure, no one paints their house neon green and disrupts the whole vibe.
Right. It's about protecting property values and that cohesive look and feel.
Especially in new developments.
Right. So it's like everyone agrees to play by the same set of rules so the community stays desirable.
Precisely.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, another thing the blog post really hammered home was communication during the construction process.
Absolutely. You're building a house together.
It's a partnership.
It is. So clear communication is paramount.
So from day one, you need to establish those channels.
Exactly. Who's your point of contact? How often will you get updates?
Regular check-ins are key. You don't want any surprises popping up like, oh, by the way, your kitchen island is now purple.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And don't be shy about asking questions, even if they seem basic.
It's your home, your investment.
You deserve clarity.
Speak up early and often.
I love it.
Okay, so let's shift gears to something that's not the most thrilling but super important, warranties.
Yes. We've all skimmed through those little booklets.
But what are we really looking for here?
Think of warranties as your safety net.
Okay.
You hope you never need them, but they're crucial if something goes wrong.
So what types of warranties are we talking about with the new home?
Well, you'll have your builder's warranty covering workmanship and materials,
Okay.
and then separate warranties for your appliances and major systems like your HVAC and plumbing. Keep track of all those documents and coverage details.
Okay. And don't be afraid to ask questions.
Absolutely. What's covered for how long, and what's the process for filing a claim?
No, before you need it, right? Okay, now Charleston is known for its beautiful historic homes, but what about energy efficiency in these brand new builds?
Good question. New homes tend to be much more energy efficient.
Really?
Building codes have become much stricter, requiring better insulation, more efficient windows and doors, energy-saving appliances.
So you could actually save money on utility bills.
You could.
Yeah.
And many builders in Charleston are going above and beyond, incorporating things like solar panels or geothermal systems.
Wow. So it's worth asking your builder about their energy efficiency practices.
Absolutely good for the planet and potentially good for your wallet.
Okay, so let's talk about something that's unique to Charleston, blending new construction with all that historic charm.
Ah, yes, it's a challenge,
Yeah.
but one that Charleston builders are rising to.
So how do you make new homes fit into this historic landscape without sticking out like a sore thumb?
Right. Well, many new developments have design guidelines to ensure that new homes complement the surrounding architecture.
Like what?
Think brick facades, metal roofs, those classic Charleston porches.
Ah, so you might see a brand new home, but it still has those traditional elements.
Exactly. Some builders even restore historic buildings and incorporate them into new developments.
Oh, wow. I love that. It's like honoring the past while embracing the future.
It is.
So let's talk about the pros and cons of buying new construction in a place like Charleston.
Okay.
I imagine one of the biggest pros is getting a brand new house with all the latest and greatest features.
Absolutely. No creaky floors or outdated wiring to worry about. Plus, you have that peace of mind knowing everything is under warranty.
And you can often customize your home to your exact specifications.
It's like a blank slate to create your dream home.
But let's be real. There must be some downsides too, right?
Of course. There always are.
Okay, so what are they?
Well, cost is a big one. New homes in Charleston, especially in desirable locations, can be pricey.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And we've talked about those hidden costs that can inflate that final price tag.
Right, so maybe you have to compromise on lot size or location if you're working within a tighter budget.
Exactly. You're weighing your priorities.
Deciding where to splurge and where to save,
And then there's the construction process itself,
which can be.
time-consuming and sometimes unpredictable.
Construction delays the bane of every new home buyer's existence.
It takes patience and flexibility.
Right. And one more thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
You're moving into a brand new development, which means
Well, the landscaping might take a while to mature, and the community amenities might not be fully operational right away.
so maybe not that instant sense of community that you'd find in a more established neighborhood.
It's something to consider.
Okay.
So lots to think about.
It all comes down to doing your due diligence.
Weighing the pros and cons.
Absolutely do your research and ultimately make a decision that aligns with your lifestyle and your long-term goals.
This is so helpful. We've covered so much in this deep dive.
We have from pre-approval and finding the right builder to the unique challenges of building in a historic city like Charleston.
And the pros and cons of new construction. But we're not done yet. That's right. In part 3, we're going to give you some resources and tools to help you navigate the Charleston new home construction market with confidence.
So stay tuned. We're about to hand you the keys to building your dream home.